Hi everyone, I'm Jessica Kate and this is Jess and Johnny Write, a playlist of girls who write. I just got back from a wedding, so it suits that today I'm reviewing Jenny B. Jones's new book, Engaged in Trouble. This is Jenny's first cozy mystery, but it still has the trademark sass and wit that she uses in her romances and her young adult books. In Engaged in Trouble, Paisley is an ex-rock star whose career is washed up and she's inherited her great-aunt's wedding planning business. Legally, she has to run it for a certain amount of time before she's allowed to sell it and use it to fund her struggling music career. Unfortunately, in her first week on the job, a bride is murdered and Paisley's the #1 suspect. Lucky for Paisley, her crazy grandmother is ex-CIA and her super hot neighbour is ex-military, so she launches an investigation into who really killed the bride to try and prove her innocence and maybe find some direction for her life while she's at it. Jenny is consistently a favourite author of mine because she's laugh out loud funny, and that's something I think is really special and rare. One of the things I really enjoyed about this story was the fact that Paisley's character really stood out to me, and weirdly enough I think it's because of her clothes. Paisley's an ex-rock star and she dresses like one, which is quite unusual in one of these hometown sort of books where normally the girls are all wearing sundresses and cowboy boots, and city girls are often cast as the villain. But Paisley totally owns the fact that she loves sparkly stuff and hates bugs, but she's not a sissy girl by any means, and I thought that was cool. Her love of everything impractical makes her a pretty funny contrast to her neighbour Beau, who's a super practical ex-Marine. Of course, if I'm reviewing it, it means this book has lots of love and hate. Paisley and Beau start off on the wrong foot because of some high school troubles back in the day, and then they clash over her investigation and other neighbourly squabbles. Paisley even has a bit of a love-hate relationship with her grandmother, who loves breaking and entering, spying, and who she suspects isn't actually retired from the CIA. The other awesome thing is that this book seems to be the start of a series based around Paisley and Beau. While this book wraps up nicely, there's plenty of room left for other adventures. In my writing world, I'm busy getting ready for the Writers' Conference in September, where I'm going to be meeting with real editors for the first time. I'm super excited, and I'm interested, Johnny, in how it went when you first started talking to editors. Do you have any funny stories? How did it go? I enjoyed your video last week, which was about setting your story in places that are unfamiliar. That's something that has a lot of meaning for me because I'm obviously an Aussie, but my first book is set in America with American characters, which makes it really hard. So what I did was ask one of my critique partners who's American what sort of town she was familiar with that would suit my book. And so then I set it there, and anytime I needed some specific details, I just asked her. It was still quite a challenge. I struggle with description at the best of times. I don't read it when I'm reading a book. I skip over it and go straight to the action, and I tend to do the same thing when I write. So when I go back and I do the second or third draft, I find that I have to add in all the details then because I left it out the first time that I wrote it. So that's it for me this week. Look forward to seeing you again next week, Johnny. Bye!